Woo, okay. What's up, NEOGENESIS family? Today we're outside. We're gonna have a little sled training on a football field. Today, I decided to increase the weight with which I was gonna work with. Usually I add a 25-pound plate on my sled. Today it's gonna be a 45. What we're gonna do now is just marching. So it should look like this. You march and you try to focus on form. You break it down to every little details, which means you want to move your arms properly. You keep your arms bent at 90 degrees. You try to keep your feet dorsiflexed, which means that your toes should be pointing towards the sky, and you try to hit the ground as hard as possible. Keep your head straight, your back is neutral, and just like that, you have your heavy march with the sled. In between each reps, you're gonna be taking a break of about 60 seconds. So it's not that long, it just gives you enough time to breathe in a little bit and focus on the next rep. On this one, what I would like to add is the impact it has if you keep your core braced. Really important, you know, everything has to work together as one. So if you want to keep everything nice and tight, you need to keep your core braced, meaning that you should act like someone is about to punch you in the belly button and you brace for impact. So you keep everything nice and tight. While you walk, you also try to keep a little angle, you know, leaning forward, which is gonna help you when you're gonna run unresisted, the sprints. So focus on those points and just add what we did on the first one, which means you focus on your arms, you focus on your feet, and also your head is neutral and your spine. Let's do it. Second set, let's go. Push the ground. Try to extend as much as possible through every steps. Woo! This is nice. So now we breathe, no hands on the hips. I would like to take the time to add a little information. If you don't have access to a sled like this one, just get yourself a set of resistance band and find a partner, and it's gonna do the same thing. So while you do your march, you may put the resistance band around your hips, and you just get your partner to hold you down a little bit, adding some resistance, okay? Woo. Just gonna take a little break from the harness here. Feel free a little bit to breathe. Only 60 seconds though. I just want to stress a little bit the reason why we do that, because most people can watch us do things and be like, it might not even be useful to do all of that, you know? But for us, what we're trying to do here is really reinforce and work on your posture and your sprint mechanics, okay? So meaning that while you do the exercise with the weight, with the sled, it's really gonna reinforce everything you need to be doing in order to sprint fast. Also, when you do it, focus on using your glutes, okay? Because the glutes are truly the powerhouse of your body. It's really important to know how to use them, but in order to do so, sometimes you need to add an extra feeling of it. And also another reason why we use the sleds is also to add a nice contrast with when we are sprinting without it. So it's really gonna give you nice sensations, and I would strongly suggest you guys get one. If you don't, like I say, you know, you just do with what you have all the time. No complaining, you just find a new way and you try to be creative with it. So a nice band around the hip will do the work, but if obviously you want to invest on a sled, sometimes you can find one that's not too expensive, and it's really gonna help you guys get to a point where you sprint faster and you move more efficiently. So let's do it. So here, we're gonna head back to the end zone for our last rep. Really important here to focus on everything you've been doing for the first and second set, which means posture, mechanics. You drive your knees, you try to stay tight through the midline, and focus on using your glutes. Like I said, they're truly gonna help you run faster. Keep your arms bent, Keep leaning forward, and that should translate well into your sprinting. Ready, set. And yeah, another thing, intent. Everything you try to do here is with intent, all right? If you don't want it, it's gonna show, right? So you need to have some purpose while you do something. We're gonna unload the sled, which means I'm gonna take the plate off of it, only run with an empty sled. The sled itself will drag me a little bit backward, which is significant sometimes. You don't need a lot of weight, and we're really gonna focus on acceleration, being smooth, while still being, under resistance. So let's get to it. Guys, here I wanna stress something. Do not let your kids around your sled. The risks are very high that they're gonna try it because it's way too cool. So now you see, I've been hijacked. So this plane will not fly today. But it's just fun to see how kids, appreciate those type of things. It's really simple, just some cable and a heavy iron sled. Yeah, that's why you should not climb on it. I'm gonna go on a distance of 20 yards. I'm gonna start in a 2-point stance, meaning I'm gonna lead with one of my foot. And since we're gonna do more than one set of it, I'm gonna start now with my left leg, the one I'm more comfortable with, and when I'll come back, I'll switch leg, just to work on both sides equally, as much as I can. So, feet behind the white, lean forward, and ready, set. So now, leading with my right foot, walk to 20-yard line, and we're gonna attack. Same thing. Can you give me a signal, please? I don't know, but I like that rep. I don't know if it was really faster, but I focused on being more forceful towards the ground, meaning that every step I was really taking a little bit more time, to excel, but I was putting more force into the floor. Really important. The first phase of your sprint should not just be you trying to chop your steps as fast as possible. It's really gonna be you trying to create as much power and momentum as possible. So you're really trying to put a lot of force into the floor. Guys, also at the start, a thing you should be focusing on again, I think I'm repeating myself a lot, but it's really gonna be to create tension into those cables here, okay? You don't wanna start with a slack and then hit it full speed, and everything that's gonna happen is really gonna be your body absorbing a lot of force, while trying to create a forward movement. It's gonna pull you back. So try to bring the cable into a tension first, and then you're ready to go. Sled pour Junior. So the next phase we're gonna attack here is gonna be backward march, all right? The goal here is to work on your knee strength as well as your capacity to decelerate. So what we're gonna do, you set the sled, if you have one, reverse, okay? So you're gonna be facing your sled, you're gonna crack at the hip, bend at the knee, and then the goal is gonna be to do those steps here. You try to stay low, meaning you're gonna keep your shoulders at the same height all the way through. You take your time. You're gonna feel the burn, okay? But you gotta keep on going. And 40. I'm gonna take a little break. I can feel it, and I've always thought that, you know, if you want to go fast forward, you also got to work on the way you go fast backward. Really important. Always work on the opposite. It's going to give you nice motor skills that you can translate into what you're trying to master, which is being efficient at sprinting. This is really a good drill to improve your deceleration skills. Why? Because you're gonna work on control. You're gonna give your body the information. It's the best way to teach how to do something fast at a slow pace, right? So for football players, for basketball players, for every sports people who need to decelerate, change direction, go full speed on one side, then break down, then come back on the other side, this could be a very nice drill to put into your regiment. So let's go. Set 2. Let's get after it. March. So the march here basically resembles a back pedal, what a defensive back in football would normally do. And bring it home, bring it home. You could see the quads on fire. This is almost unbearable, but you know, you gotta make it work. Woo! Set 2, just like a breeze. Last set. Put everything you have into it, okay? It's gonna burn, it's inevitable, but we're still gonna get through it. We're gonna go through it together. Sound on, and you get in position. Try to stay low, keep your spine neutral. Bend a little bit forward again. It's gonna help you track the sled, all right? Ready, set, let's go. We want nice quality. Keep the tension in the cable and push, 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 push. Stay low, push, and you finish in the end zone. Woo, not before. Last phase of this training, what we're gonna try to do, bear crawl with tension, okay? Which means we're gonna keep the harness and the sled. Today we have 45 pounds on it. It's not that heavy. Still, it's gonna be the heaviest rep we're gonna do today. So we get in the position. The reason we're working that at this point of the workout is really to work on full body tension, working on your core, your shoulders, and also just a simple finisher. And it's gonna top this workout session, okay? So while you get into the bear crawl position, try to not keep your hips too high. You try to stay aligned and you drag the sled. You take your time. We're not trying to rush anything. So let's get after it. Get into position and let's go. Let's bring this thing with us. Woo. Last set. Woo. I have nothing left in my gas tank, but it's all between the ears. Let's finish. Ooh, ooh, and touchdown. Woo. Whew. Last word of the day. Just finished everything. Every set is behind us. The focus today was really about developing your mechanics, also working on some joints, your knees, ankles, everything working together in order to drag a weight, you know, from the sled. So if you don't have access to it, that's the point. I kept repeating today. I'm gonna repeat it again. Just try to get something that's gonna put some type of resistance on your body. It's gonna do the work. After that, every rep, you need to dedicate yourself to get some nice quality reps. That last rep I've done, I stopped a little bit before the line, and it's a point that's very important in my mentality. I was not aware of it, but try to make sure that in everything you do, you finish where you need to finish, you know? It's gonna translate into your sports, it's gonna translate into everything you do in life. If you stop, you know, your plate is full, you eat 99% of it, you leave 1%, it's still some waste. So don't waste your potential, don't waste your talent. Take everything you can, do everything you can in order to get better. So guys, if you like this workout, don't forget to subscribe. Let me know in the comment if you like this workout. If you didn't like it, let me know too. I'm ready to face everything. The truth is first. So, and if ever you want more, if you want more advice, more tips, just let me know. I'll take the time to answer. I'll take the time to share with you what I think about working out. Some people might not see the reason behind it, but I feel it today. I got better. So I hope you guys are also gonna get better. That's a process, okay? One step at a time. Don't compare yourself to everything you see out there on the internet. But that shouldn't be an excuse to not start working on yourself. All right, guys? Take care, NEOGENESIS family. Aroo!